Welcome back to Awamutu Sports Event Centre, ASB Stadium, 2025 New Zealand Health Group Wheelchair Rugby and Low Point National Championships final. Canterbury, hot favourites to take this one out, taking on Auckland. My name is Bevin, Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. Got Enfys in behind camera like she's been doing all weekend. And it's going to be Ian Simpson that'll lead things away. Canterbury out to a 1-0 lead. These two teams took on each other just before. There's a line violation against Auckland. First turnover of the game, the way of Canterbury. On court for Auckland, you've got Nate Tairi, Phil Spring in springtime, Jai Waite, and Gareth Lynch. Canterbury have got the only 4 players that have come this weekend. They did list 5. Mitch Simpson, who's got the ball. Ian Simpson, no relation to either or Homer Simpson. Donald Corkable and Everson. As Mitch Simpson scored the second. And all of a sudden, Canterbury out to a 3-0 lead. Gareth Lynch takes it. Gaz, current Wheelback member, gets over halfway, nice and easy. And the score, make it 3-1. We've had almost a minute gone. The third versus fourth match, between Waikato and Dave Penny. Waikato leading 18-10 halfway through the second period. That game started half an hour early. Simpson racing away. Lynch there to hold him. His ball's going to get out of Ian Simpson's way. Just seen Shane Brands taking a spill second time in that game that he's done so. Well, Enfys, yesterday we had him going up the side of the wheels of the tyres, didn't we? So, not surprised. It's only the times it's ever happened this weekend, actually. As that hasn't touched, so Canterbury will turn the ball over. Ian Simpson pulling for the inbound. And hits Corkle's chair. No try. Auckland back with another turnover. And that might stay Auckland's ball. It does. The joys of low pointers, players that have least function in their hands and that. As Everson shows some good hands this time. And eventually Canterbury calls the turnover. (4-1). Here's Tairi. Has lost that onto court. And we'll be back with Canterbury ball. There's the inbound here. Hits the front of Mitch Simpson's chair. And Auckland get that turnover. Pleasure to have you wherever you tuned in, folks. Bevin, Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. Enfys Wereta behind camera. Got any thoughts, comments or questions? Chuck them in the chat. I'll answer them when I see them. It's Jai Waite, former Wheel Black, gold medalist in 2004 with the team. And doubles Auckland's score, 4-2. Tight tussle going on for the ball there. Hunter Corson and Tony Dinnington, the referees. And a jump ball called. Stay with Auckland. Thought you're going to. You too, mate. Turangapai Winiata. He's been playing for Manawatu this weekend, where he's from. Lynch. Fighting, gets off Mitch Simpson. Looking in that left corner. Gets it through, no issue. Margin now 1, 6 minutes to play, first period. Simpson finds Corkle. Oldest regular player of wheelchair rugby in New Zealand. Nice ball out the back. And that ball's going to trail over the halfway mark. Everson giving chase, trying to keep the ball alive, and doesn't. Turnover back to Auckland. Canterbury may have won convincingly a couple of hours ago, but I wouldn't count out this Auckland team. As Lynch tries to bat it on for himself. Nice bounce there. Levels things up at 4 apiece. As this one's come off Mitch Simpson, he's actually tuning into the double New Zealand Nationals that I was live streaming Matariki weekend at the end of June. Actually, it's the second to last weekend of June, because the last weekend of June I was doing wheelchair rugby in Wellington. There's that ball straight to Lynch. Lynch is tied up, looking for Waite. And Auckland in the front for the first time. Just can't win, can you? And this one's been knocked on from Simpson. It's just going to bounce there and go out. Auckland, a little bit of momentum their way now. Showing that maybe they just sat on their wheels a little bit in that earlier game, knowing that the result didn't matter. Other than for bragging rights, although Jai Waite's just copped a falcon in there. "30 seconds on the try clock. Yes, Waite in that left corner. Doubles the margin to 2, 6-4. As that one's out of court. And another turnover for Auckland as Canterbury call one of their 360 timeouts. 60-second timeouts in the first half here. Auckland's inbound from that timeout. Bit of an unforced error. So Canterbury will have it back on the Auckland try line. Just having a look between the games about the news, especially the local body. Elections being held in Aotearoa, New Zealand yesterday. New Zealand has its first ever Pacifica Mayor, Ken Laban. As this one bounced down to Mitch Simpson, bit of a juggle, takes it well, marked there by Lynch. Pops it over to Corkle. Corkle looking for support. Ball is loose. And go to court. The Auckland ball back with that turnover. Four and a half to play, first period of the 2025 New Zealand Health Group Wheelchair Rugby Low Point National Championships. Spring, 65-year-old oldest player at this tournament. Gets around Ian Simpson, Mitch Simpson marking, backs out of the way. And 15-second violation against Auckland. At low pointers, you've got 15 seconds once you gain possession to get over halfway. And that's what occurs the turnover for Canterbury. Ian Simpson with the number one on his back. And 10-second no bounce. Turnover back to Canterbury. Back to Auckland, sorry. Had a bit of the gameplay without try, which has been the longest period in this game so far. As Lynch gets around Ian Simpson. 1 pointer on a 0.5. I must say, Enfys, that was some great camera work there. Tracking. As this is at the front of Everson's chair, actually, it's been determined. So I'll be back to Auckland. You can hear the voice probably of Chris Lay in the background. Former Wheel Black himself was supposed to be at this tournament, but wasn't able to. It was Tairi. Just a little shuffle off the load to Jai Waite, co-founder of Sweet Productions, production company in Auckland that have done the Wheel Black's Bodies on the Line documentary and licensed to drive some great work. No try. Back-to-back 10-second violations, no bounce or pass. I forgot you were Broncos, eh? This is actually TA something. There's some nice juicy. Here's ball eventually goes out of court and be back to Auckland. Just saying what is a Broncos something. Tairi doing most of the inbounding at the moment. Finds Waite, almost Everson in the way there. Waite backs out of it, asking his teammates to do some blocking. 23 on the try clock. There to Lynch, back to Waite. Now the clock says 15. That's it, and can't find Lynch. Canterbury get the turnover again. Good to have you tuned in, LVK. Once more tuning in from Auckland. Corkle, give and go with Ian Simpson. Corkle turning around and doing some blocking, but Ian Simpson straight into Taiti. Yes. 15-second violation, the third one of the game. And Auckland back with the turnover. Paul Bevin bounded on that far side is don't have too much room to play on here. We might be able to at the end of the game, towards the at the end of the game of the Court 2 match. Lynch has it. Trying to spot a hole, Everson shuts it down. No look pass over to the right. No try. Out of court before the ball in control. And Auckland just a couple of times now failing to capitalise on those turnovers. Ian Simpson batting it to Mitch. Simpson does well to hang on. Ian Simpson flying up court, and Mitch has lost this one cold. He manages to bounce it back to himself. Now he bats it away. But Lynch is going to clean it up. Under 2 to play first period. This is the game we wanted for the final. As Lynch keeps through, Ian Simpson and Mitch Simpson's defence. In the third and fourth playoff between Waikato Stampede and the Bay of Plenty Steamrollers, the Stampede 22-12 leading, heading into the last period there. There's Everson getting over half, using Simpson to block. Lynch denies him there. No, he spins back in court. Tidy there. Oh, bit of a falcon on Simpson. And the ball is eventually slowing down. It's just stopped now. Waite's coming. Oh, wait, no, wait. Oh, the 40 seconds expired. Joe Waite gets let off with that one. Even Phil Spriggs was shaking his head going, what are you doing? Gotta love it. Low pointers. Tidy drops it down to Lynch. Waite wants it. No waiting around for him. Now he starts getting going. Come on, let's do something. Nice no look pass to Lynch. 20 on the try clock. And 10 on the key violation. Turnover for Canterbury. I think we've had one try in the last 4 minutes. There to Everson. Everson popping it down to Mitch Simpson. Mitch Simpson, he's got 31 seconds on the try clock. And he's just going to roll away and make it 8-4. As Auckland call a 60-second timeout. I'll move it back once. They'll be able to start the ball right beside us here actually. Once those 60 seconds expire. You can see Coral Hidamaya just having a word to her team. Probably going out for a cigarette, knowing her. Cody will get us underway. Drops it to Lynch. Lynch just gives a word. Winding up, can't get through there. They spring to the right, waits and Tairi to the left. Now he turns around and goes back in again. Can't with Everson. Everson knocks it out. 5 seconds left on the clock for the first period. Doesn't start until it's touched on court. There to wait. And Donald Corkle with the intercept. And that is the end of the first period. Wake up to Falcon as well. It is Auckland Rhinos 8, with Canterbury Chargers 5. Hoki mai ono, welcome back. Second period action of the 2025 New Zealand Health Group Low Point Championships. Donald Corkle's raced away by himself. Lynch is back there for Auckland on defence. Ian Simpson turning around, trying to go left. Now he goes back in court. Gives it away to Mitch Simpson. Some goods. Probably one of the biggest ones of the weekend. Turnover here for Gareth Lynch in Auckland. They're the ones leading 8-5. And nice offload away to Phil Spring. He tucks it in his chair. Completely legal, don't even need to touch it. Like he was trying. Great try, 9-5. It is in favour of Auckland Rhinos. New trophy since 2016. Canterbury yet to put their name on it. Auckland has a couple of times. This ball sits up for Corkle. Offload away to Mitch Simpson. He loses it. Lynch uses his wheel well there and picks it up. Auckland go 2 in a row. Yeah, LVK, I think as I believe we've had a timeout called from Canterbury. Yes, we have. Talking about the stamina, I think Auckland basically sat on their wheels. They didn't really give a lot of push in that last game, knowing the fact that these two teams were taking on each other regardless of the earlier result, which Canterbury won quite convincingly. I did say in that game though, don't count out the Auckland side. It's 45-15, a couple of hours ago, in favour of Canterbury. Simpson bats it down, finds Everson. Everson to Corkle, does well to bring it in. Looking for support. Offload away to Mitch Simpson. Now Everson. 13-12 on the try clock. Running out of time. Can Auckland deny? Everson gets the arms and levers going. Scores with 2 seconds left. 10-6. Canterbury Chargers trail. Lynch for the Rhinos at the moment. Offload away to Waite. And the ball sits up nicely for him. as this ball's loose. And we'll roll out of court. We'll be back with Auckland as Nate Tairi calls for the inbound. Nice little offload away to Lynch. Has the two Simpsons on him. Not Bart and Lisa, but Mitch and Ian. Ends up in Jai Wade's lap. A 1-pointer. As Wade scores. Makes the margin 6 now, 5.5 to play. Is on it, Coulson, sorry. Refereeing on the other court. Scoots across to pick up the ball. G'day, City and Fitness. There was Ian Simpson. And we have our fourth 15-second violation of the game. Turnover for Auckland. Over on court 2. So we're near the end of that one. It is 32-15 in favour of the Waikato Stampede. Fight for it, guys.
Somebody's got to get.
Popped it up to nobody. Tried to put a bit of spin on it as well. And turnover for Auckland, bit of an unforced error. Lynch though will help himself. 13-6. Canterbury yesterday against Waikato, they were down 17-11 and won by 3 in overtime. So don't count out this Canterbury side just yet. Was Auckland, sorry. Still don't count out Canterbury. Lynch. No, sorry, it's Wait. As penalty try, 4 on the key. Makes it 14-6, 4.5 to play, first half, second period. There's a bit of discussion going on. Actually, I think there might be an equipment timeout being called here. Big thanks to tournament sponsors, C1 South, Care Up Front, Geneva Healthcare, Healthcare New Zealand, Drake Maddox, Melrose Kiwi Concept Chairs, New Zealand Health Group, who are the naming rights sponsors, Parafed Waikato and Solora. No players in the penalty box so far in this game. There was Simpson. Simpson gets stopped by Teori. Nice pass away to Mitch. But 15-second violation. Sorry, you need to jump up. There with Lynch. Lynch working hard, trying to squeeze through. And Try scored. Good to have you tuned in, Leica. Can't think of your real name straight off the top of my head, sorry. Tuning in from Christchurch. Lovely lady that does our photos at the Christchurch tournament. Mitch Simpson fighting, gets off full string. Jai Wait in the nice little bit down, and brilliant work on D from Jai Wait, denies the try. Fun. Is this the fourth quarter? It seems like we still had 3 on quite a while. Heading into the last period of the third place playoff. As that one's left Gareth Lynch behind. So there's Waikato 34-15 leading against the Bar Plenty Steamrollers. There was Simpson. I don't think Canterbury scored a try yet in this period. Simpson, 20, still on the try clock, and Mitch Simpson's going to score Canterbury's first of the second period. Makes it 15-7. As this one eventually rolls out, but it's no touch, so will be inbounded from the other end. Been an inbound on both courts, and Cody Everson scores. Makes it 15-8. As Nate Toady calls for the inbound again. There with Lynch. Oh, Lynch just goes straight through. And makes no mistake about it. Mitch Simpson gets his levers going, pulls out of it before halfway, straight into Lynch. Lynch gets his hands in the way, might bounce up for Everson, it does. Bit of fortune there for Canterbury, but they need it. Trailing by 7. Spring off to Lynch. Phil Spring, 65, the oldest one. There's a race on here for the ball. I think Everson's going to ensure, well, Taiti doesn't get it. Now he makes sure Wait doesn't. And a crucial turnover for Canterbury. Of course, Canterbury taking on Counties Monaco this afternoon at Apollo Project Stadium down in Christchurch. In the last of the fourth quarterfinals of the Bunnings NPC. Already through to the semis, Otago, Bay of Plenty and Hawke's Bay. Yes, Donald Corkle can't hang on. The Heartland Championship presented by Bunnings. Meads Cup final next week in Ashburton. A replay of last year's Meads Cup final in Te Araha, with Canterbury taking on the mighty Thames Valley Swamp Foxes. There's Lynch in that left corner. Sends the lead back out to 8. 1:51 left. This ball could sit up for Spring. No, it doesn't. Oh, it's knocked on from Mitch Simpson. Some good pressure from the Auckland side. So the Auckland ball. Just trading. Pushing through, now cuts back on court. Turns around and goes back up court towards the halfway line. Drops this to Waite, tries to keep it and he does well. As this is loose, Everson with the turnover, 1:05 to play, second period, first half. Some great blocking there for the Canterbury team. And Waite goes the wrong way, Everson goes the left way, which is the right way. And makes the margin 7, 46 seconds left. First half, second period. As Lynch almost knocked into the back court. Waite, does brilliantly, hanging on. One pointer. No 1-5s in this game at all across the 10 players. As Waite finishes it off brilliantly. And Canterbury call a 60-second timeout. Go back to their bench and have a chat. They'll be able to propel the ball up to the front court. New change of laws and wheelchair rugby rules this season. Nice shot there from Enfys on the score bench. Yvonne Mackey, head table official, and Tarama Walker is doing the score sheet. That 60 seconds is up. There's only 18 left on the clock before half time. Used to have 4 30-second timeouts and 2 60-second timeouts. There's 30-second timeouts you could use as a get-out-of-jail-free card, but World Wheelchair Rugby changed that this season. As this one down to Donald Corkle, all on his own. And the 64-year-old gives a couple of good pushes and makes it 18-11. This time Auckland calling the timeout. They don't take it, they want the ball. 13 seconds on the clock. John. Count coming in. And a player on the bin here. This is not soccer. Mitch Simpson in the bin. Only 4 seconds on the clock. He'll be able to join his team if he doesn't get released before half time. As that's out of court. 2 seconds on the clock for Canterbury. It'll be Auckland with possession to start the second half. And that is half time in the 2025 Low Point National Championships final. It is Auckland Rhino Alright, welcome back. It is the 2025 New Zealand Health Group National Wheelchair Rugby Low Point Championships as Auckland extend their lead in the second half, in the start of the second half, 19-11. Turnover here again for Auckland. 45-15. Canterbury won earlier this morning. Between these two is the dress rehearsal, but it's now Auckland by 9. They clawed back from a 17-11 deficit yesterday against the Waikato Stampede. As Simpson takes a good ball. Bunts it down, Everson giving chase. And great pick up. Great pick up from the Cantabrian. Great play. There'll be highlights and bloopers posted to the Facebook page you're watching this on. At a later date. Lynch fighting hard at the bottom of the court. Bunts it down. Jai waits there. It's going to roll away from him though. No, it's not. Bounces it and then eventually does. The old commentator's curse. Almost working one way, it worked the other. Canterbury ball. There was Ian Simpson. Finds Nick Simpson. He's going to bat it down. Everson racing after it. Only eyes for the ball. Shows why he's a wheel black and has been for a while. Including his good stint as captain. 20-13 as captains these days of the Wheel Blacks. Both Auckland players, but not here as the high pointers. Maya Marshall-Armai and Hayden Barton-Coates. Good afternoon to you both if you are tuned in. Lynch finds the edge of, I think it's Matt Hawaii's chair, yes it is, and Canterbury with the turnover. Third versus fourth game between Waikato and Bay Plenty has come to an end. And it's Waikato that won 40-18. They're finished. Corkle to Everson. Everson trying to work off Spring, can't. And that's it. Ian Simpson straight into Enfys behind camera there. And back with Auckland. Hawaii with a give and go with Lynch. Gets over halfway, looking for support, has weight high. .16 seconds left on the try clock. And Lynch scores, takes it back to an 8-point margin. There, hits Corporal's chair out of court and will be back to Auckland ball. Those little things in finals, those top 2 inches, can make a lot of difference. Spring Trying to find Hawani, it doesn't, and it's off Corkle. Bit unfortunate. Not deliberately played it. I reckon that would make a big change to wheelchair rugby if that rule got brought in. Back with Auckland though. As the ball rolls away, Everson taps it on. Lynch giving chase. Everson picks it up, keeps going and scores. Great try. Great heads up play as well. Yeah, it's out of court, but stay with Auckland. Reminder, you can watch these games back often as you like. There'll be highlights and bloopers posted to the Facebook page you're watching this on at some point. As this ball is loose from Lynch. He's just tried to tap it through for him. He has picked it up. Even gives it a bounce as he does. He's looking for the over-the-head pass. It's bounced off about 5 different chairs there. Still fighting. There with Lynch. Five seconds on the try clock. And the 40-second runs out. First time we've had it in the second period. It's about the 5th time in this game. But it'll be Canterbury ball from this near side. Give and go between Ian Simpson and Mitch Simpson. No relation. I know it's got changed to no relation to Homer Simpson either. See you guys. And Auckland will have it. Sorry, Brooks. Just having a mutter to myself. There's Cody Everson. Takes it back to 21-15, 6-point margin. It's ball down to Jai Wake, manages to control it well. And straightens up. Auckland just taking control a bit here in the, I called this period the championship period yesterday, the third period. They call it the championship round in golf. There with Ian Simpson. Now to Mitch. Nice try work there from Canterbury in the end. (22-16). Still a long way to go in this game. There's 2:43 left in this period, along with another quarter. As this is off the front of Hawani's chair. And we'll go to Canterbury. As Auckland running some substitutions. Nate Tairi on court for Matt Hawani. And good try there, margin now 5. Hasn't been that for a while. With Lynch. And Lynch makes it 6. Corkle fighting, no look pass, and illegal use of hands. Second player on the bin in this game. Cody with a bit of a chuckle. Most common foul in wheelchair rugby. Can hit the ball, but you can't hit the ball carrier's arms. So one player advantage here for Canterbury. Everson in the back court. Nice hands there from Ian Simpson. Again used a bit of the face, although so has Mitch Simpson, copped the Falcon there. And it's a jump ball, but it'll stay with Canterbury. There's equipment timeout called. This is Nate Tairi just getting a wheel change there. Has just got another stop on the clock here. I think the 40-second was reset. It wasn't supposed to be. There with Everson. Auckland back to 4 players, and Everson will score. Back to 5 the margin, just under 2 to play. Third period, 23-18. Phil Spring, oldest player at this tournament, bats it. And it's out of court. So Canterbury with another turnover. Jai Waite just trapped up. Can't get free, but it's Mitch Simpson with the ball. Mitch Simpson through the hole and makes it a 4-point game. (23-19). Tahiri just drops it down to Lynch. Remember, no 1-5s in this game. Nice classification for low pointers. As all goes around, it'll be a spin. It's the first fallen player we've had on court 1. We saw a couple on court 2 just before. It's Gareth Lynch that's gone over. It'll be Mitch Simpson to sit in the bin. Big thanks to sponsors of this tournament: C1 South, Care Upfront, Geneva Healthcare New Zealand, Drake Maddox, Melrose Kiwi Concept Chairs, New Zealand Health Group, they've got naming rights to the tournament, Parafed Waikato, and Solora. No official time is needed for a fallen player like that. Just allows the player to readjust himself and make sure he is okay. Safety first. We've got just under a minute to play. And Canterbury down a player. At the very most for the next 30 seconds of game time. Low pointers especially have a lot of straps to keep themselves secure in their chair, whether they fall or not. Depends on how you look at it, Mitch. You could be on just before 30 too. Tidy to get it underway. Wait, marked there by Everson. Offload to Lynch. Lynch on that right corner. Everson stops him there. Can't pick him though. And Lynch on that left corner. As Canterbury call a 60-second timeout. Oh. Oh, not called there from Joe. I do apologise, I'd left the microphone off. And I was talking to myself. No, it's alright, Rob, it was well before you and I got talking. The prize giving won't be live streamed, sorry. But we've still got 15 seconds in a period to play before we can get there. Ball down to Mitch Simpson, away from him, over his head. And Auckland have called a timeout in the last minute of each period. And call a timeout to propel the ball up to the front court. As it's always been in wheelchair rugby with timeouts, you can choose to take it, have a bit of a breather, or you can play on, as Auckland do in this situation.
4,
Wait.
3, 2.
Time running out for Auckland. And that is it. End of the third period of the final. Auckland 24 with the lead over Canterbury 20. We have one period left of regular time at the 2025 New Zealand Health Group Wheelchair Rugby Low Point National Championships. It's the final. Auckland 24-20 leading Canterbury. Auckland with the ball. Lynch in that number 1 jersey with singlet, finding weight, a little bit of a juggle. Pinned there, nice ball back, great teamwork from Auckland. They extend their lead to 5. Mitch Simpson straightens, Lynch giving chase. But Simpson, the .5, scores. He was the one, went away to Adelaide, with the Wheel Blacks and got classified down to a .5. Lower the number of the classification, the less ability a player has. Bevin, Jenkinson and Bev's broadcasting with you. Enfys Wereta, the camera operator, which has been a weekend, as Auckland tried to get that ball over half. Didn't happen, so Canterbury will have the ball up the front. Be Ian Simpson with the inbound. Corkle. Back to Mitch Simpson. Gareth Lynch there being annoying. Nice work from Mitch Simpson, but he's still trapped. There to Everson, and Everson right on the line. 25-22. Seven minutes and a second. We'll go to overtime if we have to. Canterbury says, we'll get that margin back to 2. Just wonder those top 2 inches, that bit of fitness, how much that's going to tell. In the next exactly 7 minutes of game time. Everson makes it 25-23. Tairi drops it to Lynch. Wheel black on wheel black, teammate on teammate. Nothing like an Auckland Canterbury contest in rugby. As this one's dropped. And back-to-back 15-second violations against Auckland. And another turnover for Canterbury. This game, long way off from being done. Somewhere in there, there's been maybe an equipment timeout. I think that might be Cody Everson. Needs a tyre change. The chairs, brand new, custom sized to a player. Cost around $10,000. Tyres that you can't just have two because this is like this. You need to be able to substitute. Quickly replace them. It costs around $1,000. It's not a cheap sport, but we use volleyballs. Played on a basketball court. The inbound here from Ian Simpson out of court. No touch. So Auckland back with the turnover. Canterbury with the turnover. Again, the margin is 1, 25-24. There was Jai Waite, he'll make it 2 again. (26-24). As this is out of court and back with Auckland. There's Everson, taps this on. Mitch Simpson giving chase. As the whistle's gone. It is ref error. It might be the first one of the weekend actually. Referees are all human beings. It'll be Canterbury ball with the reset. Or maybe not. Falcon time for Phil Spring. The reset doesn't matter. Auckland with the ball. Jai Waite getting round. And just holds up. Turns around and goes over backwards. Margin is 3. 27-24, 5:44 left. If we don't have a winner, although Jai Waite just helps himself to an intercept. If we don't have a winner after the next 5 minutes 41, we go to overtime. There's Canterbury call a timeout. Their last. Auckland have 1. There's the ref's time called. A bit of a chat between both Tony Dillington and Hunter Corson. It'll be Canterbury with the ball down the baseline there. See one of the Auckland support staff there proudly wearing his Brisbane Broncos jersey. Of course, NRL champions for 2025 in a thrilling match last Sunday evening. Interestingly enough, all three finals, the state championship, the NRL women's and NRL men's finals, all contested with three Brisbane teams. As Joe Waits left this alone out of court, and it'll be Canterbury ball. The Warriors, though, they managed to beat the Burleigh Bears, which is the Broncos feeder team, in that state championship match. Brisbane Broncos winning the NRL men's and women's finals. Maybe it's the Warriors' year next year. Everson with the inbound in the backcourt. Great hands there by Mitch Simpson. Ball over the back to Everson. Great teamwork being shown from the Canterbury players. 28-25 now. Three is the margin. 5.5 to play. Wait. Spinning around and around. And it's a 10-second violation. No bounce or pass. Canterbury back with the turnover. Ian Simpson trying to find Corkle. Tairi though with the turnover for Auckland. Fighting hard. Time on their side at the moment. Just need to get over half. Gareth Lynch and Mitch Simpson. And Lynch wins the race. Margin is 4. 4:52 left, fourth period. Everson down to Corkle, sitting on his own. 0.5 turns around, there's 2 1-pointers coming at him. Can Donald Corkle get there? He does! He gets there eventually, and a much needed try from Canterbury for the 0.5, 29-26. 4:41 to play. Ball down, and just wait and see whether that was touched. It was. It was off a Canterbury player. So Auckland ball. Bit of confusion over who that actually came off. Tony Dinnington, the international referee in the past, as well as game commissioner. Someone that oversees everything to do with the game happening. There's Lynch trying to kick through, can't get to low pass away to Jai Waite. And Auckland score 30-26. Still 4.5 to play. Everson gets it from Ian Simpson. Bit of a chuckle going on back court. Ball down to Ian. To Mitch Simpson, sorry. Looking around at options. Tairi and Spring on him. Backdoor pass to Everson. Some nice work. And Everson goes through a hole, finds Corkle, and Corkle scores back-to-back tries for Canterbury. 30-27. 3:48 left. As Mitch Simpson gets his hands in the way. So it'll be Auckland ball as he takes out one of the chairs. Thankfully only a seating chair rather than a day chair. There to Lynch. Lynch turns, goes right. Gets around a couple of Canterbury players. Trying to clean up Everson. Can't. Everson now on weight. Gets his hand in the way. Turnover ball for Canterbury. And Everson. And Mitch Simpson does some great work off the ball. And at the margin is 2. 30-28. 3:18 left. We'll go to overtime if we need to. Lynch on that right wing. Everson coming across court. Dry weight there. So is Mitch Simpson. It's a 2-on-2 situation. And scores. Margin is 3. 31-28. Manawatu finished 5th. Bad Penny 4th. Waikato 3rd. Who's going to finish 1 and 2? Canterbury want to stay on that first position. 31-28. 2:40 left. Everson makes it look effortlessly from the 1-pointer. 31-29. Lynch. There to Spring. Little backdoor pass. Jyweight has tapped it on. And though it'll be Canterbury ball, Auckland would rather it down that end than at this end. As Ian Simpson calls for the inbound. Canterbury have Mitch Simpson, well he was high, he's now come in. Corkle, he's had a storming game this final. No look pass over the back to Ian Simpson. And I think time's going to run out here. It does. 15-second violation. And Auckland with that turnover capitalise the margin is 3 as we enter the last 2 minutes. Got to score though, Auckland, to make it 3. Lynch backs out of it. 15 left on the try clock. Now 10. Time running out for Auckland at the moment. Everson in the way. Ball is loose. And Auckland can't capitalise. 40-second violation. And it's Canterbury ball. They're still going to get up 3/4 of the court. Huge thank you to all the volunteers, the administrators, Crowfield, Waikato, and all the others involved with refereeing, transport, etc. I'll get to the sponsors at the end of this game. You can't have these tournaments without them. Mitch Simpson says, let's make it a 1-point ball game. 1 minute 02 left. That is game time, not actual time. Simpson with ball. 15 left on the try clock. He bats it, finds Corkle. 10 on the try clock. He's got Ian Simpson with him. Finds him. 2 seconds, they're going to run out of time. 40 seconds is up. And a huge moment for Auckland. If they can get over halfway, hold on to the ball, remember to bounce it, and hang on. There's only 38 seconds left. Coyote says, let's go down that end. It hasn't been touched yet. And another turnover for Canterbury. Ball wasn't touched. It's going to be an inbound down here with still 38 seconds left. It's the final you want, David Gamma. It's the final you want. Two-point ball game. Can Canterbury make it one? Can Corkle? Corkle does! 31-30! 37 seconds left. Canterbury got to press high on defence. Shut off Auckland. 37 seconds. Turn that ball over and score. We've already had one overtime involving Auckland in this tournament. And it's out of court. Canterbury ball. Canterbury ball. .35 seconds left. Margin is one. Ian Simpson to Mitch Simpson. Don't panic. Those top 2 inches. 28 seconds. This is on game clock. Turnover for Auckland, is it? Big moment in the game. Canterbury player, 10 seconds in the key. Turnover for Auckland. I've got a job interview tomorrow. I don't even have a voice for it. Bad enough as it is. 21 seconds for Auckland to hang on. 15 of those they need to get over halfway. 10 of those they've got to bounce or pass. Tairi. Nice little shuffle along there to wait. 14 left on the game clock. Lynch backs it down. Spring denies. Canterbury, it'll be Canterbury ball from all the way down the other end of the court. 4.5 seconds left. Thank you, Enfys. Great work on camera like you've been all weekend. Clock does not start till it's touched on court. Everson, he's got to find a long ball to somebody. Is it full spring? It is full spring. Who loses it? It's picked up by Ian Simpson. And that is it! Full time! 2025 New Zealand Health Group Wheelchair Rugby Low Point National Champions Auckland. They have won this one in a thriller. 31 over Canterbury 30. Huge thanks to the sponsors just before we turn off. C1 South, Care Upfront, Geneva Healthcare, Healthcare New Zealand, Drake Maddox, Melrose Kiwi Concept Chairs, New Zealand Health Group have been naming rights sponsors, Parafed Waikato and Slora. Big ups to all the volunteers, everybody that's put this on. Huge thanks to Enfys, who's been my camera operator all weekend. And honestly, Enfys, I know you were a little bit worried at the start that, you know, how it would work, but no, you've done brilliantly. Take care out there, folks. Look after yourself. Look after your mental health. Hei kona.